here we are. All right, this is the day, I think 181 maybe, I think, I'm not sure. So today I did the card pull for my Mani Gen. So this is August 2022 message for all my Mani Gens on here. Yesterday I did generators. So if you are a generator and you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday's, then just go back one video and watch yesterday's and let me know what your thoughts are, if it resonates, if it lands. Yeah. And so now we're going to tap into the Mani Gens, a little bit of a different energy than my generators. I actually don't really remember what I was, but I do remember some of the cards, and yeah, they're not all here, so we're good. Something new, something different. Okay, so let's start with, so my Mani Gen. So this month is, you're going to be the teacher. You're going to be the teacher. I got the Hierophant. So you're going to be teaching yourself and educating yourself, but also teaching others. And it's not necessarily that you are a teacher per se. You can be teaching people in so many avenues. You can be teaching a coworker how to do a certain program. You can be teaching someone how to start a hobby, your friend how to start a hobby. You're going to be the teacher this month. And it's going to be beautiful because through this teaching, from you sharing your gifts and how you learn what you do and teaching it to others, whether it is just sharing it while you're just having a cup of coffee with a friend and being like, this is what I learned when I did it this way. Here's how I can teach you. Through that, you're going to get a shit ton of ideas. So there's going to be a lot of creative ideas, a lot of clarity around that. And it's going to be really cool. So embrace that. Embrace the fact that you are teaching. Embrace the fact that you are sharing your gifts with everybody. And really tap into that, because the clarity is going to come in as you are doing that. And then that is where you're going to get the new ideas, clarity. And you're going to get not only clarity on like new ideas, but also clarity on the things you desire in life. So we got the Magician and we got the Knight of Pentacles here. So you're going to get this clarity of a sense of, what do I really want out of my life? But you're going to have the answer. You're not even going to be at that point when this clarity comes through. You're not even going to have to question it. It's just going to come through. And you're like, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want out of my life. These are the manifestations. These are the things I desire. This is what I want to call in. These are the materialistic things that I desire to bring in to propel me forward, right? Propel me forward into that next level. And so really tap into that, because that's going to be really powerful. And so whenever you feel called to teach, like, definitely use that opportunity. Respond to the universe. Use your intuition. Here I got attune to the divine. So definitely use your intuition and the universe, because the universe is asking you to trust her. Trust the universe, attune to the divine. And that is really a big message, being like, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your environment, so that you can respond, so that your sacral can respond to the things around you. All right? That's the message coming through here. Definitely, you're going to have to be sitting through your emotions this month, especially if you have an emotional authority, or if your like solar plexus is completely open or undefined, you're going to have to navigate some emotions this month. So here I got the Seven of Wands reverse alongside with the King of Cups, with work through your feelings, alongside with cool your emotions here. So we got all this stuff. I'm just going to put this aside because we're done with that. So we got all this stuff here happening. And basically, what I'm seeing is that you might get frustrated by some things that are like maybe not happening the way you desire them to make it, because we also got that Nine of Wands reverse. So maybe not at the pace that you want it to be. Mani Gens, I know you guys love working fast. I know you love skipping a lot of steps and you're just like, let's just get to the end goal. But this month there's going to be some things that are going to be slow, and there's going to cause a little bit of that frustration here. So Spirit is reminding you to honor your emotions. We got the King of Cups here, so really tap into that, like cool, calm, collective King of Cups. But like, it's telling me cool your emotions but honor your feelings. So it's like really like sit and ride your wave, but at the same time, like, don't react, don't project, like, just sit in it. I know it can be uncomfortable, and I know that sometimes it sucks, especially sitting in the icky emotions. But more you sit in it, then you collapse time to move out of it. Because if you keep pushing it down, then eventually it's going to just explode, and we don't want that. So honor your emotions. If there is like something that is just like not resonating, and you know you are finding yourself frustrated, like how can you release the frustration? How can you release the not self theme of the anger and the frustration? What can you do? And also, what is causing the anger and frustration? Remember, anger and frustrations for many gens is out of alignment, especially if you are more Manny than Jen. So you may find yourself a little bit like the anger popping in as well. So check in. What is causing this misalignment? Journal, reflect, and only react after. Address the situation that is causing that frustration after you've rode the wave, whether you have an emotional authority or not. Just to clarify, because even if you don't have an emotional authority, it is really important to also ride your wave of emotion and not react. The emotional authority is only like if you to make decisions. So if you don't have an emotional authority and your sacral is saying yes or no to something, you can make those decisions, but it's more the reaction and how you react in that moment in those emotions that sometimes you need to reel yourself back in. Because when we are triggered, we stop seeing, we stop hearing, and we're just like super angry, right? Yeah. So that is that section, and then here we got the last pieces. Okay, the last pieces of the puzzle of this reading. Okay, so we got that King of Pentacles reverse alongside with the Four of Cups alongside with the Devil reverse. Okay, so like a few big cards here. Well, one big card, and you're this month. Okay, so this makes sense. So the reason why things are going to be a little bit slow this month with that Knight of Wands reverse, the reason why you might find yourself a little frustrated is because of this. You're going to be breaking a lot of like levels of codependency this month when it comes to codependency around materialistic things and money. So you're going to be healing a lot in that aspect, and it's going to be, some of you may be consciously, but most of you, I'm kind of getting it that it's going to be subconscious. So because it won't feel like you're actively doing the work, you're going to find yourself being a little bit impatient and frustrated and angry. Trust the process, trust the universe. There was a card that said trust the universe. The reason why this is there. Trust the process, trust the universe. And this work is being done on mostly on a subconscious level. You might find yourself being it more on a conscious, but that's what I'm getting with this Four of Cups. It's like you're not gonna be actively doing the work, right? You're not seeing it, but subconsciously the work is being done. And so you'll be breaking many, many ties in that like old paradigm, old belief systems, but ones that came from like, back generations and generations that you are still carrying that don't belong to you. And that is what is going to be cut this month. So that's huge. But because you'll be kind of like working through all that, you're being called to make time for self-love. So really make self-love your focus this month. Really focus on that. And the other thing that I got here, speak your world into being. I think this is going to be another thing that if you do find yourself frustrated and on like misaligned, let it out by speaking it out, you know, so you can either be soundboarding, recording yourself, but not necessarily posting it on anywhere, or voice noting. Just let it out. Like, let what all is happening in here out and out into the world to be released. Because a lot of this chains that are breaking with that devil reverse, and a lot of that subconscious healing that's going to be happening around money and around materialistic possessions, around all those things, debt, like all that icky stuff that, are like those limiting beliefs around all that has to do with also forgiveness of yourself and who you are, and also forgiveness of the past, and forgive your ancestors and your loved ones that have passed on these beliefs onto you. Just forgive them. They didn't know. And now you're just, so now it's a whole different ball game, and this is how you are just creating your reality. You're healing a bunch of the junk of it, and it's going to be amazing. So it is a big month for you, between like the clarity and the teaching, and like literally breaking tons and tons of cycles around all those old beliefs. So, wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, that all came out super crazy. If you like this video, please like, share, or comment. I also just added on my IG page, my link in my bio, I added buy me a coffee. So if you do love this and you want to support me, you want to support my business, I share a lot of content, a lot of amazing things. Feel free to buy me a coffee. I love drinking coffee. I love drinking coffee so much, and I also like to support locals. And so I have my favorite coffee shops in town, which one is called the Costa Rican Cafe, which I really, really love, just reopened, super excited. And then another one is Drift, also one of my favorites. The guys that run that place are amazing. They have awesome coffee, probably one of the best coffee places in town. A little biased, but not biased. And then last one is also one of my top favorites is Savory Island Pie Co. They just have amazing food, yummy coffee, beautiful views. And so I love hanging out at all those spots. Usually I go and I just grab a coffee and just hang out. But then other times I bring my work with me and I just work from there. So yeah, support my coffee, love. And And yeah, so you can feel free, you can buy me a coffee if this resonated with you. I appreciate it very much. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this live. And then we still got projectors, reflectors, and manifestors coming up. So I'm going to be jam-packed the next few days, and then we will resume our money conversation. Because I still got some more gates to talk about, which I might post some of the stories in between all of this. I think it's a good idea. Okay, now I'm just talking out loud in my self-projected self. And so yeah, making decisions as I'm talking. It's kind of how we work, self-projectors. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.